Hello there, YouTube. This is Holly Seelger with my show Zoan Politicon, the political animal. And today I'm up to 400 subscribers, so welcome new subscribers. And hello everyone that's been watching my show. So I have been using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and today I shuffled and pulled the Four of Cups. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the cup, and I also have the Thoth Tarot deck and the New Wave Tarot, so I'll be explaining the Four of Cups a bit today. So I pulled the Four of Cups. I feel kind of lucky. I like cups. I'm a water sign, so the cups or the chalice is the symbol of water, and the 4 is one of my lucky numbers, so I like the number 4. So we have a man sitting under a tree. He looks kind of like Buddha, so sitting under the Bodhi tree. He's cross-legged. He's sitting in contemplation, and before him are 3 full cups, and something magical is happening. There's a hand that's just sticking out of the ether, and there's a full chalice being handed to him. And he still looks very much in contemplation. He even looks solemn in a way. And so even though he's got this magical cup floating out of the air, a full cup being handed to him, he still seems like he is almost like a hermit or an ascetic. He is sitting there and he seems kind of upset. So that's the Rider-Waite card here. And I've got, according to the Rider-Waite info card, 4 of Cups. A young man is seated under a tree and contemplates 3 cups set on the grass before him. He expresses discontent with his environment. An arm issuing from a cloud offers him another cup. Divinatory meaning. Weariness, disgust, aversion, imaginary vexations, as if the wine of this world had caused satiety only. Another cup of wine, as if a fairy gift, is now offered to him, but he sees no consolation therein. There is also a card of blended pleasure, reverse, novelty, omen, new instructions, or new relations. So when I think of this card, I think of this young man who's got the world in front of him, right? He's got the 3 dimensions right before him, and the 4th dimension, the 4th cup is being handed to him, and he just seems a little bit unhappy about the whole thing. So he's a man who is stuck within the 4 dimensions of this universe, and he is like Buddha. He's understanding that the world and desire is still about suffering. So even though I like this card, it's a number 4. 4 can be a difficult number because 3 is the perfect triad, the Trinity, the sacred Trinity, and 4 is more like the problems of this world. So finally, I've got the Thoth deck next, and this card is very beautiful. The 4 of Cups is kind of a little bit hard to see here because it's very light colors. It's 4 golden cups shimmering with light upon it, and water is overflowing out of it, and there's an ocean in the background, and it's got lotus leaves coming down, lotus flowers shining down upon these cups. So the lotus is also a water symbol. There's also a symbol of the moon, which is associated with the water and Cancer, and it's got the Cancer symbol underneath it as well. And I'm a Cancer, so I think it's a lucky card, but it's kind of definitely melancholy. It's like the Cancer symbol, or the symbol. This one is called luxury in the Thoth Tarot deck. So it's got the lotus blossom shining down upon the card, also another symbol to Buddha. And the lotus, the blue lotus in ancient Egyptian art and culture, was you'll usually see it in a drawing. They'll be holding on and smelling the big giant beautiful blue lotus flower. And the lotus flower was used for hallucinatory experiences in ancient Egypt. And you can look that up, the blue lotus in ancient Egypt. It's a common flower and design in ancient Egyptian art. So according to the Thoth deck, the 4 of Cups is luxury, abandonment to desire, weakness, injustice, pleasures mixed with anxiety, decay in the fruits of pleasure. So yeah, it definitely reminds me of the Cancer sign. There's like, you could have a Cancer who has everything, and very, it's a beautiful, happy sign. I think there's, Cancer people are super emotional. They are the empaths of the astrology world, and for some reason, a tinge of sadness seems to invade their lives, and it's probably just because they are stuck within the human dimension. So, also according to the Thoth decks, luxury, chested in the suit of water, moon in Cancer, the 4 cups stand upon the sea, no longer stable but ruffled. The lotus has a multiple stem. The energy of the element, although ordered, has lost their original purity of conception. So the 3 of cups was called abundance, and that is also the about bounty and the perfection of the Trinity, and the 4 of cups is luxury, so it's gone a little bit past the perfection of the Trinity, so now it's into the fruits of this dimension. So finally, according to my New Wave Tarot, the 4 of Cups is very similar to the 4 of Cups in the Rider-Waite. It's a man sitting under a tree contemplating, similar to Buddha, with the 3 full cups below him, and coming out of a cloud is another full cup for him. And he still looks, he's not smiling, he's in contemplation, and the band associated with this card is New Order. So I really like New Order, and we all know the pretty famous song by New Order, Blue Monday. So the 4 of Cups is contemplation, meditation by New Order. And so when I think of New Order and their most famous hit, Blue Monday, you can take a look at it. They've got a cool music video. I like the super dancey remix of that song. So it's an interesting contradiction. It was like their biggest pop hit, and it's also a sad song. So Blue Monday, blue as in water, and like the cup symbol, and Monday is the sign of the moon. So Monday is also a day of water and the moon. So Blue Monday too is also like a super dancey pop song. So it's an interesting contradiction of the melancholy of the lyrics and the song itself, and then the super dancey upbeat kind of dance song. So, and their biggest hit. So I think Blue Monday is a perfect song for the 4 of Cups. And I hope you like my explanation of the 4 of Cups today. So I've had an interesting day today. It's kind of like a mixed blessing, like the 4 of Cups. So I got a letter in the mail today that I was not accepted into the Masters of Teaching program I wanted to get into. But I feel like it's a blessing in disguise, because now I don't have to get into more student loan debt. And I was thinking about trying to be a social studies teacher, but I think I would rather read books and talk to all of you online and do this sort of teaching online and exploring. And I think it's going to be a good plan for me in the future to focus on this show. So I had applied to the school program a while ago before I had really gotten involved with creating this channel. So I think it's a good sign overall, even though I spent a bunch of money applying for that program. Anyway, the other thing that was pretty cool is last week I had seen this book, Project Montauk, at the bookstore, Green Hand Bookstore, and I wanted to get the book. I had it in my hand. I was all excited. The Green Hand down the street has an awesome esoteric and strange books section. They even got like a conspiracy book section. So I was like, oh, maybe I should get this book. It's by Preston Nichols, and I like books like this. They're like, it's short and it's got pictures and stuff in it. So I like that type of book. It's an easy, quick read. And so I decided not to get the book that day. I was like, I don't need to spend the money on it right now, and if I really want it, I can come back next time, because sometimes I will not purchase something that day, so I can be frugal and think about if I really want it or not, or if it's just like a splurge sort of purchase. So then I went back a few days later, and I was like, I really want that book. I've thought about it. I want to read it and do a show about this topic and talk about this book more. And so when I went looking for it, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I went up to the lady who owns the Green Hand, and I asked her if she had the book. And she was like, yeah, I think someone bought it. My friend posted on Instagram that a picture of this book and said that they had bought it the other day. So I'm pretty sure we sold it. So then I was like, oh, well, it's not meant to be. And then I got a message this morning from her, and she said, hey, actually, I found out that my friend bought that book from a different dealer, and I found the book on the shelf, so would you be interested in it? And so I went and got it today. I'm pretty psyched. And I also tried to check my P.O. box today, but I forgot today's Saturday. So I know someone has sent me a book in the mail, and I'm pretty excited about that. So thank you. And I'll be reading it. I'm going to try to pick it up on Monday, and I'll be checking my P.O. box on Monday. So overall, it's a blessing. I'm excited about reading about Montauk Project. I think it's kind of a popular topic right now, considering the popularity of the TV show Stranger Things, and also all the sorts of WikiLeaks and other information that's coming to light about secret projects. So I hope everyone enjoys the Four of Cups today and have a nice weekend.